Let's talk about Bryce Eldridge and to a smaller extent, Jesus Rodriguez. What do you think the plan is for Bryce? Because got to play him just about every day.
Yeah.
Can you afford to play both Devers and Eldridge against left-handed pitching? Just throw them out there. One's going to DH, one's going to play first base.
I think we talked about this probably about a month ago, like when the season was just getting started, and we were talking about him coming up. I still think you can sit Eldridge now and then. He's not going to face a lefty every single time. He's going to need to sit against a lefty every now and then. So you kind of have that luxury to say, look, it's built in. You're not going to play every single game, but you're going to play 90% of the games or 85% of the games. And that's better. I think still 85% of major league pitching is better than just continuing to crank it out in Triple-A. Now, he does have 20 walks in Triple-A this year in 30 games. I don't know. Does the entire lineup have 20 walks? I'm not really sure. But so he has seen the ball better and he's walking a lot more lately. So 30 games, he's got 41 strikeouts and 20 walks. And a 333 average. So he's putting the ball in play. But yeah, I think he does need to see major league pitching. And I don't think this is a wave the white flag situation either. And I know you did say earlier, you said you don't think they're the answer. Like you don't think Eldridge and Rodriguez are the answer. But I don't know what the question would be. And you know what I mean? Because I don't think like if the question is, we're bringing these guys up to inject life into this lineup, life into this team, and to look to the future, then yes, they are the answer. If the question is, can we bring these guys up and they can boost us into a playoff spot? No, that's absolutely not the answer.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's why
pitching,
right, and that's why I said we can't look at Bryce as the savior.
right.
He's not a Connor Griffin like prospect to where you're like, this dude's 20, roll him out there. We're just gonna let him play. Like it's not the style of player that Bryce Eldridge is. He didn't even have a position in high school. Like that's, so there's gonna be some learning things. If he hits, you deal with everything else. If he doesn't hit, then what do you do? That's more along the lines of my question about, can you just play him? Because A, you don't, the Giants already make more outs than everybody else. And B, you don't want him to get down. You still want to develop him. He is not a finished product.
Right.
We've seen what they've done in the past with our tippy top prospects. Luciano was at one point like the number 2 prospect in all of baseball, or the number 4 prospect in all of baseball, something like that. They had no idea what to do with him, and then he just gets eaten up when he comes to the big leagues. Joey Bart, unfortunately for Joe, he had to play during that pandemic season because Buster was like, "Sorry guys, I'm out. Like I got babies to take care of." And so then you didn't have any other players to bring, and so Joe Bart is like, he's got to be the sacrificial lamb here. So they have not handled these guys well of late. They have a chance to do this right with Bryce, and I know that Buster was hopeful that the offense would just generate enough runs, they'd be competitive, and he could tell Bryce, dude, just go play in Triple-A all year long. We don't even need you. And that didn't happen. And now all of a sudden he's up as the engine or the life or whatever you want to call him, because the offense is so poor right now. I would love to see this dude, Will Clark style, come up first, just right tonight, Jack, even if Nolan Ryan is on the mound for Will. I just don't want to have that expectation for him, because he's a very young dude, and you want him to be able to blossom on his own rather than be forced into these responsibilities.